Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening on WFCG 107.3 and watching live on Buck Vision between tonight's matchup with the Centreville Academy Tigers against the homestanding Bowling Green Buccaneers, as the teams are making their way to the field, and we are set for a good one tonight. Centreville key players to look out for. They like to get their offense in space to number 5. He is a tight end, John Austin Sterling. He is a big target for the visiting Tigers, along with number 25, Liam Schwartz. Some key players to look for the Buccaneers is going to be Rivenbark offensively, and Marcus Barnett, who was moved from defensive end to linebacker earlier this week, and the Buccaneers are a little banged up due to some injuries, so we're going to see how this one shakes out. The Tigers are getting set to kick it off to the Buccaneers as the Bucs are talking it over before they get their kickoff return team onto the field. You're listening to the wise one, Cody Wise, who is riding solo tonight as the play-by-play master, the Rev, Brother Brent King, could not be in attendance. We've got my cameraman up here, Cash Facil, helping out. We appreciate that. So let's see how it goes. We have number 3, Fushi, set to kick it off for the Tigers, with number 15, Rivenbark, back deep for the Buccaneers, along with number 1, Keelan Jackson, as well as number 4, Trent Pitton. And here we go. The kick is up. Rivenbark's going to pick it up around the 2-yard line and return it. He's going to bring it up to about the 16-yard line, so the Buccaneers are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 16. As Coach King told me earlier in the day, they're going to make Rivenbark a big focal point of the offense tonight, so I look for him to get the ball often and early. As he says, the Centreville Tigers are very disciplined and defend the run very well defensively. So the offensive line is going to be a key factor in tonight's success for the Buccaneers. Didon in the shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion. He's going to take the snap and hand to Rivenbark. A little misdirection play there, who breaks the first tackle and gains a few yards. And he's going to pick up a few on that one. Looks like he's going to pick up about 8 yards there, so it's going to be a 2nd and 2. That ball's going to be spotted at the Buccaneer 27. So a good start here thus far for the Buccaneers, as Deion back in the shotgun. Sends Jackson in motion again. He's going to keep it on the option and be dropped for a loss by number 42, Reed Thompson, a junior linebacker for the Tigers. So that's going to drop the Buccaneers back to about their own 21-yard line to make it a 3rd and long situation, with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in this opening quarter. Homecoming tonight here at W. Buck Helen Stadium, so a big crowd here tonight, a good atmosphere. Hoping for an entertaining game. Deion sends another man in motion. He's looking to throw the ball, and he's going to just overthrow Rivenbark. So the incomplete pass is going to bring up a punting situation for the Bucs. 4th and long. They're going to bring their punt team onto the field. And number 17, Preston Redmond, going to be back deep to return for the Tigers. Scratch that, they're actually going to have number 5, John Austin Sterling, who I mentioned earlier is going to be their key target on offense. Rivenbark's going to punt it away, and it's a good one. Sterling fields it. He breaks a few tackles. He's going to make his way to the sideline and finally be brought down. He's going to be tackled by number 27, Alex Brock. So the Tigers are going to start near midfield at their own 49-yard line. Good field position here for the Centreville Tigers for their opening drive. Number 2, Peyton Toller, a senior, is going to be taking the snaps for the Tigers as they are in a double wing type formation here. They're going to send a man in motion and pitch it to him. That's going to be number 4, Garrett Jinson, senior for the Tigers, who picks up a few yards on the play. Looks like he gains about 7. Actually picks up 8 there, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 situation for the Tigers as they break the huddle and get back in the double wing formation. Send 4 in motion again, and they're going to give it to him again. And he's going to run it right up the middle and just short of the first down marker. So it's going to bring up 3rd and inches here. It's going to be around the 42-yard line in Buccaneer territory. Toller to the line, gets under center, double wing formation, sends his other back in motion. That's going to be number 25, Schwartz, on the carry, and he's going to pick up plenty for the first down. Gain of about 8. Tackle made by number 4, Trent Kent. So the ball is going to be placed at the Buccaneer 35-yard line in a 1st and 10 situation. Toller on center, takes the snap. He's going to give it to number 4, Jinson, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by number 3, Barnett, who makes a big tackle in the backfield. As I said, they shifted him to the linebacker position tonight, where he's been playing defensive end through the season. But due to some injuries, they kind of had to make some shifts, and he stepped up and made a big play there. So it's going to be 2nd and about 14 as the Tigers break the huddle. Toller gets under center in the double wing. And he's going to roll out looking to throw the ball. He lofts it up, but has no receiver in the area. And it's going to fall innocently to the grass for incomplete pass. So it will be a 3rd and 14 situation for the Tigers with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Score remains 0-0. Toller talking it over in the huddle. He's going to have a spread formation to work here in the shotgun. Trips to the far side. And there's going to be an illegal formation called here against the Tigers, so it's going to back them up a few more yards. Going to put him in a 3rd and 17 situation. Same formation, trips to the far side. Toller looking to throw, and he's going to find number 17, who is open in the zone there. That's going to be Preston Redmond. So that pass is complete, and it's going to be enough to move the chains for the Tigers. So on 3rd and 17, the Tigers with a big 3rd down conversion here. And we'll make it 1st and 10 from the Buccaneer 22. Toller's going to take the snap of the shotgun. He's going to hand it to number 4, Jinson again. Jason with several carries early on for the Tigers. Barnett makes the tackle as he doesn't really gain anything there, so it's going to be 2nd and 10 again. Ball still placed at the 22-yard line. The Tigers are talking it over in the huddle, and they're going to come out in the spread formation again. Kohler takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. And he's going to find some room to run and pick up about 8 yards before he's finally ran out of bounds. That was Boyd forcing him out there, so it's going to be a 3rd. Well, he stepped out a little earlier than I thought, so it's going to be 3rd and about 5 here. 3rd and 4. As they break the huddle and come back out in the double wing formation, Toller's going to take the snap under center. He's going to toss to number 25. That's Schwartz on the carry. He's going to pick up a few yards. We're going to see where the referee spot it. And it's going to be enough for a 1st down. So the ball will be placed right at the 10, which will make it a 1st and goal situation for the Tigers here as they are converting a couple of 3rd downs in key situations here. Toller under center. He's going to take the snap and give to his fullback, who's going to run it right up the middle, and looks like he finds the end zone as he's brought down, and he does. The ball crossed the line before he was brought down. That was number 10, Kenneth Crow. So the Tigers strike first with 6 minutes and 4 seconds left to go here in this 1st quarter, making it 6-0 as they bring their extra point team onto the field. And actually, it looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field and go for 2, which they are. Get a power I formation, power I left. He's going to get under center, snap it, hand it to number 4, Jensen, who is in for the 2-point conversion. So, with 6 minutes, 4 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter, the Centreville Tigers lead the Buccaneers 8-0. And the Buccaneer defense, looked pretty promising there on a few plays. Gave up some big 3rd down conversions, and Centreville was able to keep it alive and drop the football and eventually find the end zone. So, as the kickoff teams get set on the field here, hopefully the Buccaneers can respond in a big way offensively. Number 3, Fushi, going to be set to kick here for the Tigers. We have Rivenbark, Penton, and Jackson back deep for the Buccaneers. Awaiting the kick, and he's making his approach, and here it is. Kicks up, and Rivenbark's going to field it cleanly. Finds a little room. He's still on his feet, and finally brought down at the 30-yard line. So good return there out of Rivenbark, and the Buccaneer offense makes their way to the field. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers on their own 30-yard line. As the Bucs talk about it in the huddle. Put out in the shotgun formation again. No back. They're going to send Jackson in motion into the backfield and hand another misdirection to Rivenbark, who finds some room, breaks the tackle, and picks up another nice gain there. It looks like it was about 8 yards. So they ran the same play and found success again as what they ran on their first drive there. But there is a flag down. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Buccaneers. So that's going to back them up. The ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line, so that run is wiped clean. Bucks break the huddle and going to be in a spread formation here. Looks like trips to the far side with Killingsworth in the backfield with Didon, who is in the shotgun formation. He's going to throw it to the left side. The pass is intended for Rivenbark. It is incomplete. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 situation for the Bucks. Makes his way back from the sideline after getting his instructions from his coaching staff. Bucks make their way to the line of scrimmage. Didon, shotgun with Rivenbark in the backfield with it. Ball is snapped. He's going to hand it to Rivenbark, who then hands it to Jackson on a reverse. Jackson trying to find some space. Slips, but keeps his footing. Gets back up, and he's tackled after about a 5-yard gain. Actually picked up a little bit more. Looks like he picked up about 7, so it's going to be 3rd and about 8. It's going to be placed. Ball's going to be placed at the Buccaneer 33. So 3rd and 8 at the Buccaneer 33 with 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers lead the Buccaneers 8-0. Homecoming night at W.E. Buck-Helen Stadium. And the Buccaneers are going to call a timeout to talk things over here with a big 3rd down play looming. So we're going to take a quick break. You're listening on 107.3 WFCG and watching live on Buck Vision to the Wise One. We'll be back soon. The teams are making their way back to the field after that quick break. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Centreville Academy Tigers lead the Bowling Green Buccaneers 8-0. Buccaneers faced with a 3rd and 8 situation at their own 33-yard line. Come out and make trips to the far side formation here. Rivenbark in motion. Didon takes the snap, and he's throwing it long to Jackson. Looks like there was a little miscommunication there on the route between the quarterback and the receiver as Didon throws it near the sideline, and Jackson kind of broke back towards the middle of the field, so that pass is going to fall incomplete. And the Buccaneers are going to bring their punt team onto the field. Number 5, Sterling is going to be back deep for the Tigers. Rivenbark will be punting it away for the Buccaneers. Takes the snap, Rivenbark puts it up. He punts a nice one. And that's going to fall out of bounds and be spotted at the Tiger 35-yard line. So it'll be placed at the 35 for the Centreville Tigers in their own territory to start out their second series of the night. And they don't take long talking it over in the huddle as they make their way to the line of scrimmage in their double wing formation. Toller under center, he's going to take the snap and pitch it to number 4, Jensone, who finds a hole and picks up some nice yardage there, about a 14-yard pickup for the Tigers, and automatically moves the chains right off the bat. So the ball is going to be placed at the Tigers' 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Tigers quickly make their way to the huddle, back in their double wing formation. Toller under center. He's going to get down, take the snap, and pitch it here to Sterling, who breaks the tackle and spins, finds more room. He's still on his feet, still working his legs, and he's finally brought down at the Buccaneer 30-yard line. So a nice run there from Liam Swartz. I said Sterling mistakenly, but it was Swartz, number 25, who was one of their other key players. They're going to break the huddle here, and Toller's going to get under center. Double wing, they're going to send Jinsong in motion and give it to him again. He's going to find a lot of room to the outside, and I don't think anybody's going to catch him as he finds the end zone on a 30-yard pickup for a touchdown. The Tigers strike again with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers scored again, making it 14-0. However, it looks like a flag was on the field, and that's going to be a holding call. So the Buccaneers catch a break there as that touchdown is called back due to a holding call against the Tigers. So the ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line in Buccaneer territory. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 9 due to the penalty. The Tigers break the huddle, get their double wing formation with Toller under center. And they're going to give it to Schwartz again. He's going to pick up a few yards. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line in Buccaneer territory, which will make it 2nd and 5. Tigers in the double wing again. Jinsong in motion. They're going to hand to the fullback, who is number 9, Cade Redmond, a junior for the Centreville Tigers. So it will be a short game, but enough for a 1st down. I say short game, about a 5-yard carry. So it'll give the Tigers a 1st and 10 situation from the 20. Toller under center in the double wing. Sends Jinsong in motion. They're going to give it to him to the right side. And he's going to be brought down nicely by Colt Killingsworth. Good tackle there, as if he got around him, it would have been hard to stop. So good tackle there by Killingsworth to bring up 2nd and about 7. Ball is placed. It's like the 15-yard line. Toller's going to take the snap and hand it to Jinsong, who's going to find some room and finally get brought down inside the 5. So that's going to be enough to pick up the 1st down and make it a 1st and goal for the Tigers with the ball at about the 4-yard line. Tigers back to the line of scrimmage. Toller under center. He's going to take the snap. Hand it to Jinsong again. He's going to be brought down at about the 2. It's going to be 2nd and goal for the Buccaneer 2. Tigers break the huddle and get to the line of scrimmage. They're going to stay in the double wing formation. Tolo under center, calling his cadence and takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Schwartz, who is going to find his way into the end zone. So with 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, Centreville scores again to make it 14-0 with points after touchdown pending, as they're going to keep their offense on the field and go for 2 again. They'll be back in the power I. Looks like they only run the power I when they run these 2-point conversions. And they're going to give to number 4, Jensen, who is met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be tackled by Jackson. It's a good tackle there by Jackson, which will keep it 14-0. The Tigers lead with 1 minute, 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Teams are getting their kickoff and kickoff return teams onto the field. It looks like Rivenbark, Penton, and Jackson will be back deep for the Buccaneers, as well as number 3, Fushi, set to kick it away for the Tigers. So the Tigers are getting set to kick it away. Fushi's making his approach, and he's going to kick it. Rivenbark's going to field it cleanly. He's finding some room. He gets past the 35. He's still on his feet. And finally brought down at about the 40, so another nice return from Rivenbark. So the Buccaneer offense will start from their own 40-yard line after a nice return by Rivenbark. So with a 14-0 lead for the Tigers, the Buccaneers are very much needing to get something going on offense here. As D-Don talks it over with his offense in the huddle, they're going to make their way to the line of scrimmage. Flags are on the field as the play is called dead right as the ball is snapped. So that's going to put them. That's going to go against the Buccaneers and put them in a 1st and 15 situation. Now going to call his cadence. He's going to fake the give to Jackson and keep the ball himself. And he's going to be tackled. He's going to be tackled at about the 34-yard line, which will keep it about 2nd and 14 for the Buccaneers. And we apologize to those who wasn't able to see very well due to the zoom. We had that situated, so hopefully you can see better on Buck Vision. As D-Don is under center, he's going to hand to Rivenbark. Rivenbark's going to pick up a couple of yards there, which will have the Buccaneers in a 3rd and 12 situation coming up, as that will be the final play of the first quarter. So after 1, the Tigers 14, The Buccaneers 0. You're listening to the Wise One, Cody Wise, here on 107.3 WFCG and live on Buck Vision. We hope you're tuned in, listening. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back soon. And we are back for second quarter action here at WE Buck Helen Stadium. We've got the Bowling Green Buccaneers at homecoming here against the Centreville Tigers. They are down 14-0 with a 3rd and 12 situation. D-Don in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw it. He's going to throw to the middle of the field, and it's actually going to be picked off by number 9, Cade Redmond, who is going to go untouched into the end zone and put some more points on the board for the Tigers here to make it 20-0 to start out the second quarter. As D-Don was under pressure and looking to get rid of it, Redmond was in the right place at the right time and was able to pick it off and go untouched into the end zone and give the Tigers a 20-0 lead. And the Tigers are going to keep their offense on the field to go for 2, and they're actually not going to get in the power eye here on the 2-point conversion. They're going to go in the shotgun, looking to throw it left. Toller rolls back to his right, and he's going to throw it, and that pass is picked off by Jackson. However, it'll be considered a no-good 2-point conversion. So the score remains 20-0 with 11 minutes and 51 seconds left to go here in the first half. The kickoff teams are going to get set. And the Buccaneers need to answer on this series, no doubt about it, so they can keep in this one. As it's going to be Rivenbark, Hinton, and Jackson back deep again for the Buccaneers. Fushi will be kicking off for the Tigers. The Centreville Tigers team is well balanced with several seniors who are impact players. Fushi is going to get set, making his approach here, and he's going to kick it away. He's going to kick that one towards Jackson, but it's going to go out of bounds. So the ball is going to be placed here. Looks like the referees are figuring that part out. Ball's going to be spotted, it looks like. It's going to be placed at the 35. Took a minute for that one. So the Bucs talking over in the huddle. Going to make their way to the line of scrimmage and get set. Rivenbark, the deep back here. He's going to send Jackson in motion. Ball is snapped. He's going to give to Rivenbark. He's going to keep it between the tackles and get stopped after a gain of about 2. We do have a flag down. Cameraman Cash and Sale over here is giving me some good signals, helping me keep up with what I can't see over here. And that one is going to go against the Tigers, so the ball is going to be placed in Tiger territory on the 49-yard line, which will make it 1st and 10. Not sure exactly what the penalty was. So Dion's going to get under center in the double wing, and he's going to hand it to his back, Rivenbark, who's going to carry to the right side and pick up about 3 yards. Going to pick up 4, actually, which will make it 2nd and 6 for the Buccaneer offense. With the ball placed at the 46-yard line. Dion going to get under center and take the snap. He's going to hand it to Rivenbark again. He's going to move to the left side and get brought down after a gain of a couple. He's actually going to just pick up 1 there, so the ball will be placed at the 45-yard line. Looks like there's a discussion here between the referees as they're figuring something out. Looks like looks like it's going to be a penalty against the Buccaneers. So the ball is going to be moved backwards into Buccaneer territory and be spotted at the 49-yard line, which will now put them in a 2nd and 11 situation. Dion's going to break the huddle, and they're going to get in the double wing with him under center. He's going to send Jackson in motion to the left side and hand it to Rivenbark. Actually, he's going to keep it. Faked me out on that one, but the Tigers are going to be able to drop him for a loss of about 2 and put them in a 3rd and 13 spot with the ball at the 47-yard line. Dion makes his way to the sideline to talk to his offensive coordinator, Coach Matt McGee. As number 55, Jake O'Brien, makes his way into the game up to the offensive line. He's going to come in for number 51, Leighton Walters. We've got 1 wide receiver to the left side. Dion's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it, and that pass is complete to number 3, Barnett, who's still on his feet. However, he loses the football, but it makes its way out of bounds as Barnett broke the original tackle there and kept his feet going. Did a very nice job there, and the ball just slipped out, but innocently rolled out of bounds. So the Buccaneers will be able to keep possession and pick up the 1st down. So with 9 minutes, 41 seconds left to go, a big conversion there on Dion's completion to Barnett, and we'll put the ball at the 39-yard line in Tiger territory, with the Tigers still leading 20-0. Nice job by Dion to find his receiver, and nice job by Barnett to pick up the extra yardage to move the chains. Dion's going to get under center, and he's going to send Jackson in motion, and he's going to keep it after faking the dive to Rivenbark. Ran the fake dive for the option left there. As he had the option to pitch to Jackson, he decided to keep, and he is brought down for no gain. Referee's talking some things over right here. Looks like there may be a player a bit shaken up. for the Tigers. We actually have offsetting penalties here against the Buccaneers and the Tigers. So that's actually going to keep it 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. As the Buccaneers break the huddle, Deion's going to make his way under center in the double wing with Rivenbark in the backfield. He's going to send Jackson in motion, and Deion's going to keep it on the option again, trying to make his way to the right side and find some room. He is unable to, as number 21, that's going to be Cameron Wilson, a senior for the Tigers, makes the tackle. And he's dropped for a pretty good loss there, a loss of about 4, which will make it 2nd and 14 from the 43-yard line in Tiger territory. Buccaneers talking things over in the huddle. Deion's going to get back in the shotgun formation here, and he's going to send Jackson in motion. Send him across. He's going to take the snap. He's going to give it to Rivenbark. He's trying to make his way to the left side, but is brought down by a host of Tigers, led by number 42, Reed Thompson, a junior linebacker and defensive end for the Tigers. So after that stop, it's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Buccaneers. With 7 minutes and 43 seconds and counting, the Tigers still lead 20-0 with a big 3rd down coming up here for the Buccaneer offense. Deion goes and gets his play call from his coaching staff, makes his way back to the huddle and talks it over with them, and they're going to break and get to the line as we're going to have an ace formation with Rivenbark in the backfield. Deion takes the snap, but the play is called dead, as it looks like a timeout was called by the Buccaneers. The coaching staff want to take a minute and talk it over before running this play. So at 7 minutes, 15 seconds left to go, we are going to take a quick break. You're listening on 107.3 WFCG and watching live on Buck Vision. I'm the wise one, Cody Wise. We'll be right back. And we are back after the quick break as the offense is on the field. Deion in the shotgun, 5 wide with no back. He's going to roll to the right. He's looking, and under pressure, he's just going to have to throw it away as he throws it out of bounds there, which will bring up a punting situation for the Buccaneers. Rivenbark is going to be back to punt it away for the Bucs, as number 5, John Austin Sterling, is back deep, and they haven't gone to him tonight at all. He has been their main focal point on offense throughout the season, and for whatever reason, they haven't looked to him at all. Of course, they've had success running the football, and I guess haven't had to go there, but he has not been targeted at all tonight as Rivenbark kicks it out of bounds. The Tigers will take over at their own, looks like about 27-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Tigers lead the Buccaneers 20-0. They're going to get in a shotgun formation with Jinson in the backfield. He's going to hand it to him, and he's going to find a lot of room to the right side as he cuts back to the left, still on his feet past the 50, and he's to the 40, and he is finally brought down by number 10. That's going to be Cole Cooper, the junior defensive back, on the tackle for the Buccaneers, but not before Jin Song picks up a big chunk of yardage all the way down to the Buccaneer 36. So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the Buccaneer 36 with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Tigers break the huddle. They're going to stay in this formation. The shotgun with Jin Song in the back. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Toller's going to roll out and throw that. That pass is incomplete. Intended for number 21, Cameron Wilson, which will make it a 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And this Buccaneer defense needs to come up big and make a stop here, make a play here, as there's a lot of time left to go in this first half. Toller back in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and give to Schwartz, number 25, who makes his way to the right side near the sideline and picks up some yardage before he is finally brought down by number 30, Caleb Anthony. And it will be enough for a 1st down as the ball is spotted at the Buccaneer 16. Tigers break the huddle, and they're going to stay in this formation. They're going to take the snap here and pitch it, but the ball is loose. As that ball was tossed to number 21, Cameron Wilson, the wide receiver who went in motion to take the pitch from Toller. Fumbled it, but was able to fall on it and recover, so the Tigers will keep possession. And the ball will be spotted at the 16 to keep it a 2nd and 10. Shotgun wide here. Toller takes the snap. He's going to give it to Jin Song, who is tackled. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there by Rivenbark. Ren Rivenbark, the junior Buccaneer that can do it all. He can punt, he can run, he can tackle. He's out there to make plays. A very nice job out of him there to meet Jin Song at the line of scrimmage and make it a 3rd and 10, for the Tigers. Tigers going to be in shotgun trips here to the far side. He's going to take the snap. Toller, he's going to roll to his left, throws it, and that pass was intended for number 5, Sterling, as he's finally targeted on a pass, and it looked to me like it hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it. Not something you really see out of him from what I hear, but that is the case, and it makes a 4th and 10 for the Tigers. And they're going to keep their offense on the field, as we haven't seen any sign of any type of field goal kicking game out of them any tonight. So they're absolutely going to go for it here with the ball at the 16. Ace formation here. Toller takes the snap. He's looking left. He's going to move to his left and throw it to the back side of the end zone and overthrow Sterling, as it was intended for him again, and nothing going there. So the Buccaneers will take over on a turnover on down. So that is a big job there out of the Bowling Green defense, who's able to get the ball back with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. The Tigers still lead 20-0 here over the Buccaneers. Homecoming night at W.E. Buck Helen Stadium. So the Buccaneer offense is going to take over. Deon's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to Jackson, who tries to find some room to the left side, and he does. He's still on his feet, breaking many tackles before he's finally wrapped up by a host of Tigers. That's going to be a gain of about 5 there, which will move the ball to the 20-yard line. Parked the 19, so he picked up about 4 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for this Buccaneer offense with 4 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in the first half. Tigers still lead 20-0. Deion under center is going to take this, he's going to send Jackson in motion and take the snap, and he's going to hand it to Rivenbark, who keeps it between the tackles, picks up a couple there. And we'll make it a 3rd and about 3 yards to go for the Buccaneers. So a big play upcoming here. Big play situation upcoming here for the Bucs with 4 minutes and 12 seconds and counting here in the first half. Deion under center. He calls his cadence. One of the Tigers nearly breaks the neutral zone, but gets back. Deion's going to take the snap. He's going to hand to Rivenbark, who keeps those legs moving, and he is going to pick up enough for a first down. So good job out of Rivenbark to move the chains for the Buccaneers. The ball will be placed at the 28-yard line with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. The Bucs talking it over. Deion breaks the huddle. He's going to make his way to the line of scrimmage. He gets under center. Rivenbark in the backfield. He's going to fake the hand to him and give it to Jackson, who's going to try to find his way to the outside. Breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Finally brought down by a host of Tigers. Not before he picks up a few yards there for the Bucs. So the ball is going to be placed at the Buccaneer 34-yard line, which will make it a 2nd and 4 here. The Bucs break the huddle. Deion's going to get back under center here in the double wing. Going to take the snap. He's going to fake to Rivenbark. Deion's going to roll to his left, and he is met in the backfield by number 9, Cade Redmond, and number 4, Garrett Jingsong. And will be dropped for a loss, so that's going to bring it back to a 3rd and 10 now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Deion makes his way over to the sideline, talks it over with Coach Matt McGee. So let's see what kind of approach the Bucs are going to take here with just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Deion under center. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it to Jackson. Jackson, who finds a little room to the outside, but not quite enough. He's going to be brought down after a gain of a few, which will bring up a punt situation again for the Bucs with 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go. A timeout is going to be called by the Tigers as they are wanting to get the ball back and maybe make a little more noise before the half. We're going to take a quick break during the timeout. You're listening on 107.3 WFCG and watching live on Buck Vision. Cody Wise, the wise one, on the play-by-play as the Red Brother Rick King is missing tonight. We miss you, buddy. We'll be back. And we're back, and the Bowling Green punt team is on the field. Rivenbark's going to be back to punt it away, and number 5, Sterling, is going to be back deep for the Tigers. With 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go, the ball is snapped. Rivenbark's going to put it up, and he punts a fine one. Sterling's going to field it cleanly. He finds a little room to the left side. He's going to try to shift back to the right, but some Buccaneers are there. However, he's still on his feet, and he's dropped back as he is tackled by a host of Buccaneers there, led by number 10, Cole Cooper, as well as number 51, Leighton Walters. So the ball will be placed. Well, we're going to wait and see because there is a flag on the play. We're waiting to get the signal here. And the referee's going to pick the flag up as there is no foul. So the Tigers will be at the 33, 1st and 10 in their own territory. They're going to come out in a spread formation with no back. It's going to be a 5 wide here. And I'm going to be covering number 5 wherever he's at, I can tell you. Kohler's going to roll to the right. He's looking for his receiver as he's just going to keep it himself and pick up some yardage before he runs it out of bounds. And it's going to be enough to move the chains as the ball is placed at the 44-yard line, right where he was ran out. 1 minute and 14 seconds left to go with the ball at their own 44. 5 wide with 3 wide receivers to the far side. The Tigers are looking to strike again. There's no doubt about it. So the Bucs safety's deep in coverage. Toller's going to take the snap and drop back. He's going to roll to his right, and he's going to wind up keeping it again and pick up several yards before he is run out of bounds. So he's able to pick up some yardage with just a few seconds ticking off the clock. It's going to be 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go with the ball at midfield. Right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers are going to keep this offense like it is with the 5 wide formation. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Toller's going to take the snap. He's looking left, and he targets Sterling, and Sterling drops another one right in his hands. I mean, he was open in coverage right there, and he drops another. As he is a favorite target of this Tiger offense, something you don't see out of him has happened twice. Dropped passes. So the Buccaneers deep in coverage, 2 safeties back. Toller's going to take the snap. He's going to dish it out to number 17, who makes the catch and picks up a 1st down. That's going to be 17, Preston Redmond. As he's tackled by, looks like Penton, as well as number 64. That's going to be O'Brien. There's going to be a timeout on the field with 51 seconds left to go. The Tigers lead 20-0 over the Buccaneers here in the first half. We're going to take another quick break. You're listening 107.3 WFCG and live on Buck Vision. The Wise One, Cody Wise. We'll be back shortly. And as we are back from the break, the Tigers take the snap, and Toller's going to dish it out to his receiver, who breaks some tackles and makes his way into the end zone. And the Tigers score yet again with 40 seconds left to go in the first half. The Tigers now lead the Buccaneers 26-0 with the point after touchdown pending, as the Tigers will keep their offense on the field and line up and go for two. They're going to get in their double wing formation, it looks like. Mistoller's going to get under center. He's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand to, that's going to be Schwartz, who's going to make his way right up the middle and break a couple of tackles and convert the two-point conversion to make it 28-0 Tigers with 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. And I mean, I'll be honest, it's a total gut punch right there for the Tigers to score with under a minute left to go on a big play to get on the board, to make it, get on the board yet again to make it 28-0 here in the first half. Not what we want to see as a Buccaneer fan, as the Bucs have been fighting hard. So the kickoff teams are getting set. Fushi is going to kick it away for the Tigers with Rivenbark, Jackson, and Penton back deep for the Buccaneers. Fushi makes his approach. He puts it up. Penton's going to field it, and he's going to try to find some room to the right side. He's still on his feet. Breaks a couple of tackles, and he is finally brought down at 37 in Buccaneer territory. With 29 seconds left to go, the Buccaneer offense makes their way to the field. As the Bucs are going to talk it over in the huddle, let's see what type of approach they'll take here with 29 seconds left to go. We come out in the ace formation. Deion in the shotgun. He's going to have number 10 Cole Cooper back there with him. Deion's going to take the snap. Try to find some room to the right side. He's going to throw the ball away as he was under heavy pressure. So a good decision out of him right there, not to take the sack and get rid of the football with 20 seconds left to go, and have the Bucs in a 2nd and 10 situation. Good decision by Deion to go ahead and get rid of it, as the pressure was all over him, and he had nothing going there, so he had to turn it loose, and he made the right choice. So with 20 seconds left to go here in the first half, the Tigers lead the Buccaneers 28-0. Bucs going to stay in the ace formation. Deion's going to take the snap. He's under pressure, heavy pressure again. He's still on his feet. A flag is thrown. The pass is thrown to the right side. Jackson makes the catch. So the pass is complete, but we're going to see what the flag is. I believe it's going to be a holding call against the Bucs, but we are going to wait for the official's word. And it will be a holding call against the Bucs. So, you know, nice job by Deion to, you know, under heavy pressure there. He breaks the tackle, he rolls to his right, is able to get rid of the football and complete the pass to Jackson. A well-thrown ball and a well-caught ball at Jackson, but the play is wiped clean due to a penalty, and now 11 seconds remain on the board. And Deion's going to get under center in the double wing, and they're going to take the snap and just kneel on it and let the clock run out here to end the first half. So, at the end of the first half, here at halftime, the visiting Centreville Academy Tigers lead the home team, Bowling Green Buccaneers, 28-0. It's homecoming night here at W.E. Buck Kellen Stadium. You're listening to WFCG 107.3 and watching live on Buck Vision. The wise one, Cody Wise, along with my cameraman, Cash Facel, for the night. We'll be back after the half. And we are back for second half action here tonight at W.E. Buck Helen Stadium. The visiting Centreville Academy Tigers lead the home team, Bowling Green Buccaneers, 28-0. As the teams are making their way back to the field, you are listening on 107.3 WFCG and watching live on Buck Vision to the wise one, Cody Wise, calling the game tonight. As my partner, the Rev, Brother Brent King, who normally does the play-by-play, is absent for tonight's matchup. We miss you out there, Rev. And we are getting set for the kickoff here as the Bucks are getting set to kick it away. Bullseye Brock is going to kick it off for the Buccaneers with number 5, Sterling, back deep for the Tigers. Brock kicks it away and is going to make its way down to about the 10-yard line. And that's going to be number 25, Liam Schwartz, who has been a key player tonight for the Tigers on the return, and he's going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line in Tiger territory. So the Centreville Tigers are going to start from their own 22 with a 1st and 10, with 11 minutes and 52 seconds left to go as the half opens up. The Tigers, who have had a lot of success running football, are going to get in their double wing formation with Toller under center. He's going to snap and he's going to pitch it to Johnson, as I have been mispronouncing his name. I apologize for that. We had a viewer point that out in the comments, so I appreciate that, as I was able to catch it at halftime, so hopefully I'm saying it right now, as he has been a nice player tonight for the Tigers. Carries the ball and picks up a gain of 1. Making it 2nd and 9 for the Tigers as they make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Toller under center, he's going to give to his back, and that's going to be number 10, who's going to break it right up the middle and pick up a big piece of yardage before he's finally brought down by Kirsten Dedine. That's number 10, Kenneth Crow, with a big gain for the Tigers right off the bat on 2nd down. Is going to run it all the way down to the Buccaneer 20-yard line. So the Tigers continue their success running football as they go right up the middle with a long run. They're going to make their way back to the line of scrimmage. Toller is going to get under center, take the snap. He's going to pitch it to Johnson. Carries it to the right side and going to be met by number 64, Grayson O'Brien. Some nice tackle out of him there. And the Tigers will actually have a holding penalty called against them, so that's going to back them up a few yards. The ball will be placed at the 30, as it is a 10-yard penalty, and make it a 1st and 20 for the Tigers from the Buccaneer 30. The Tigers offense back in their double wing. They're going to hand it up the middle there to number 10, Kenneth Crow. Not much running room, as he's brought down by a host of Buccaneers, led by number 55, Jake O'Brien in there, the 9th grader. So it'll be a 2nd down, 2nd and long from the Buccaneer 38 here for the Tigers, as they're going to get in their double wing formation. He's going to get under center here, take the snap, and he's looking to throw the ball, and he's looking for Sterling. The pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. And it was a false start against the Tigers, which is going to be a 5-yard penalty and push them back to the Buccaneer 34 and repeat 2nd down. So the Tigers are going to get in a shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers to the far side. Coller's going to take his snap. He's going to roll to the right, throws a nice ball to number 17, and the pass is complete. He's going to break a tackle and find his way to the sideline and pick up some extra yardage before he finally steps out of bounds at the Buccaneer 10. And that pass was complete to number 17, Preston Redmond, who has made some big plays tonight as well. He ran out of bounds by number 4, Trent Pitton at the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and goal here for the Tigers, as they're knocking on the door early in the 3rd quarter with 9 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Coller's going to take the snap and the spread. He's going to keep the ball himself and find some room up the middle, and he's going to get in there for the touchdown. So the Tigers score yet again. To make it 34-0. Pardon, make it 36-0. Nope, 34-0. They had already tacked the 2 points on before the conversion attempt. I looked up at the scoreboard and saw that 36, but they've since corrected it. So it's 34-0 with the point after pending here as they keep their offense on the field. And they're going to give it to number 25, Schwartz, who's going to find his way to the left side and convert the 2-point conversion. So now it is 36-0 with 9 minutes and 18 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter. So the Tigers got the ball first. And thanks to a long run on 2nd down by Kenneth Crow to put them into the Buccaneer territory, they were able to run a few plays and get right back in the end zone to make it 36-0. So kickoff and return teams getting set on the field here. And that's going to be number 3, Fauché. I believe I mispronounced his name earlier as well, and another apology owed for that one. He's going to kick it away. And there's going to be a flag on the play. And that one is going to be a re-kick from the 35. Fauché is going to kick it away with Rivenbark, Jackson, and Penton back deep for the Buccaneers. Fauché makes his approach. Kicks it on the line, and Rivenbark's going to pick it up and run with it. He's going to find some room, and he is brought down at the 40. He's going to be tackled by number 50. That is Eli Brady, a sophomore for the Centreville Tigers. So the Buccaneers will take over from their own 40-yard line with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Buccaneers trail 36-0 to the Centreville Tigers. The Bucs break the huddle and make their way to the line. Dion's going to be under center. Going to have Cooper and Jackson in at the wings with Rivenbark in the backfield. They're going to hand to Jackson, who's going to try to make his way to the right side. But he's going to be met by number 5, Sterling, making the tackle for the Tigers there. So no gain on the play for the Buccaneers. making it 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. With 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the third. D-Don talking it over in the huddle with his offense. It's going to make its way to the line of scrimmage here, and they're going to stay in the double wing with D-Don under center. Cooper going to get the ball and try to make his way around to the left side, but he's brought down in the backfield by number 67, Bryce Watts, the senior defensive lineman for the Tigers. And he's going to lose a few yards there, making it a 3rd and 15 from the Buccaneer 37. D-Don to the sideline to talk to his offensive coordinator, Coach Matt McGee. We have a flag on the play here. Referee having a discussion with number 67, Watts. Not sure if maybe it was an excessive celebration or something after the tackle there. Not sure exactly what it was, but maybe he was talking a little bit. Not sure. But it is going to go against the Tigers, the penalty flag. As it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Tigers, which will put the ball at the Tiger 49-yard line and give the Buccaneers a 1st and 10. As the Bucs looking to make their way to the line, but the referees are still talking about everything. It looks like we're getting ready, and D-Don's going to be back in the double wing, getting under center with Cooper and Jackson as his wing backs, with Rivenbark in the backfield. Jackson's going to go in motion. They're going to hand to Rivenbark to the right side, who's going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage there on that 8-yard carry to the right side. Nice job by that Buccaneer offensive line to open a hole there for Rivenbark to get through, as he is brought down at the 42-yard line. Making it 2nd and about 3. D-Don's going to stay under center. He's going to send Cooper in motion. He's going to look to give to Rivenbark here to the left side, who's going to be met by number 50. That's going to be Eli Brady on the tackle there for the Tigers. So it's going to be a gain of about 1 and put the Buccaneers in a 3rd and 2 situation at the Tiger 41-yard line. D-Don under center, Killingsworth, the wide receiver, to the far side. D-Don takes the snap and hands it to Rivenbark, who looks like he's going to pick up enough for a 1st down, and he does. So 1st and 10 Buccaneers, with the ball spotted at the Tiger 38-yard line with 3 minutes and 39 seconds and counting left to go in the 3rd quarter here. The Bucs pick up a 1st down. D-Don breaks the huddle. Under center in the double wing. He's going to give it to Rivenbark again, who's going to pick up a couple of yards before he is stopped by number 10, Kenneth Crow. So after a gain of a couple, it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now from the 36-yard line in Tiger territory. Buccaneers moving the ball nicely here on their first offensive series in the 2nd half. Deion breaks the huddle, and he's going to have two wide receivers to the far side. That's going to be Killingsworth and then Jackson in the slot with Rivenbark in the backfield with it. He sends Jackson in a motion. I'm sorry, that was Cooper in the backfield. And we have a flag down, and it could be an illegal shift formation. It's actually going to be a delay of game, so that will back the Buccaneers up to make a second and about 14 with the ball spotted at the 41-yard line in Tiger territory. Buccaneer offensive line making their way to the huddle. They're going to stay in the same formation with Jackson in the slot. They're going to send Cooper into the flats. Deion throws the pass intended for Jackson, and it goes just over his hands, and it's going to fall incomplete. And will bring up a 3rd and long for the Buccaneers. With the ball at the 41-yard line. So we'll see what the Buccaneer offense dials up right here, as they're going to keep Killingsworth and Jackson as the receivers to the far side and send Cooper in motion again. Deion looks deep, throws a pretty ball, and he's got Jackson, and it's complete, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. Nice pass by Deion. Excellent play call from the Buccaneer offense. Well thrown ball by Deion. Great job by Jackson to get behind the secondary there. And the Buccaneers are on the board, making it 36-6 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Buccaneers score on their first drive in the second half, as they're going to send their extra point unit out onto the field. Bullseye Brock to kick his first extra point tonight. And if you've kept up with this team, you'll know this young man is automatic when it comes to kicking extra points. Ball is snapped, and it's down, and it is good. As usual, par for the course there for Bullseye Brock. And that will make the score, the Centreville Tigers 36 and the Bowling Green Buccaneers 7. With 43 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Very nice third down play call out of the Buccaneer coaching staff. Excellent pass by Deion, and nice job by Jackson running his route there and getting behind the secondary, making the catch and showing his speed to get into the end zone. Very well done. As the kickoff team is getting set, Bullseye Brock's going to be kicking it away. As number 5, Sterling, is going to be back deep for the Tigers, as well as number 3, Fauché, and number 25, Schwartz. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter due to the running clock. So we are going to take a quick break with the end of the third quarter. The score is 36-6. The Centreville Tigers lead the Buccaneers here at W.E. Buck Helen Stadium on homecoming night for the Bowling Green Buccaneers. You're listening to 107.3 WFCG and watching live on Buck Vision. I'm the wise one, Cody Wise. We'll be back soon. And we are back to start this fourth quarter off. The Buccaneers are set to kick it away after their first score of the night on a well-thrown ball by Kirsten Dedon to Keelan Jackson for the touchdown. Alex Brock set to kick it away with Sterling back deep for the Tigers. He makes his approach and he kicks it. Sterling's going to field it on the bounce there, and he's going to pick it up and go with it. And he's going to make it to about the 36-yard line before he's finally brought down. That's going to be number 51, Walters, as well as number 55, O'Brien, on the tackle for the Buccaneers. So this Centreville Tiger offense, who's had a lot of success running the ball tonight, is going to make their way to the line of scrimmage in their double wing formation. They're going to hand it to number 4, Johnson. And he's going to pick up a few yards there for the Tigers. The ball's going to be spotted at the Tiger 43 to make it 2nd and 4 after a gain of about 6. Tiger's going to stay in the double wing. He's going to have Johnson. He's going to have Johnson as well as Schwartz at the wings. He hands to Schwartz before before the play is called dead. Looks like there was a flag on the play. It's going to be an offsides penalty against the Buccaneers. So that's going to move this Centreville Academy team forward and be enough to move the chains to give them a 1st and 10. Tigers back to the line of scrimmage in the double wing. Tyler under center. He's going to hand it. That's going to be number 25, Schwartz, who's trying to get around on the left side, but he is going to be brought down by number 18. That is Trendon Young, the senior defensive back for the Buccaneers, making a nice tackle there as Schwartz picks up a gain of about 1 or 2. Tigers getting reset. Toll's going to drop back the pass, and he throws a beautiful pass to Sterling, and Sterling goes up and gets it and gets behind the secondary and scores another Centreville Academy touchdown. And look, I can't take anything away from that. I mean, he was covered very well by the Buccaneers secondary. It was just an extremely well-placed ball, and Sterling went up and got it. And that is, that's what we've been hearing about out of this young man, that he moves well, he can go up and catch the ball, and has a lot of speed for his size, and he shows it off there and is able to get into the end zone. So they respond back to the Buccaneers score and make it 42-7 with 9 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. They're going to get in the I formation on the conversion, and instead of attempting the conversion, they actually kneel on the ball. That's going to just keep it a 42-7 ball game. And that's going to make it a kickoff situation here with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. The visiting Centreville Tigers 42, Bowling Green Buccaneers 7. Big crowd out tonight for the Buccaneers. Homecoming night. Congrats to Eva Murray, who was the homecoming queen during tonight's festivities, from what I understand. Big congratulations there. Going to be kicked away, and Penton's going to field it clean, and he's going to make his way to the right side and have some room. He's still on his feet. And he's finally going to be brought down by number 50. That is Eli Brady, the sophomore, who's made a few tackles tonight. So the Buccaneers will start 1st and 10 here from their own 45-yard line after a nice return by Trent Penton. Bucs making their way to the line of scrimmage. Dion in the shotgun. He's going to call his cadence. He's going to look to throw the ball here to Rivenbark out in the flats, who makes the grab, and he's able to pick up about 5 yards for the Buccaneers there, which will put them at about midfield. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Six minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Trips formation. 3 wide receivers to the left side. Didon's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the throw and keep it himself. And he's going to find some serious room to the right side and pick up a nice gain for the Bucs before he is finally run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 20 there out of Didon. Nice job out of him to hang on to the football and make his way out to the right and pick up some very nice yards for the Bucs. So the Buccaneers 1st and 10 from the Tiger 30-yard line. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one. Didon's going to be in the shotgun and have Cooper in the backfield with him. He's going to send him in motion to the left side. And he throws it out to him and throws just ahead of him, and the ball is incomplete. Which will make it 2nd and 10 here for the Buccaneers from the Tiger 30-yard line. He's going to send Cooper in motion again to the right side, looking to throw it. Didon's going to throw a deep one to Killingsworth, who comes up and gets it for a Buccaneer touchdown. Nice pass out of Didon to Colt Killingsworth. High pointing the ball with number 15, Gavin Smiley, in coverage. He covered it well, and Killingsworth was able to go up and get it. Well thrown ball there by Kirsten Didon. So the Buccaneers score again. And we have traded a few touchdowns on the past 3 series here for both teams. And that's going to make it 42-13 with the extra point from Alex Brock pending here. Snap is out, ball is down, and it is right down the middle. The extra point is good. So with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in this ball game, the Centreville Academy Tigers 42, the Bowling Green Buccaneers 14. Nice play call out of the coaching staff there. Didon was able to place it right on the money for Killingsworth to high point it and make a good catch. Good coverage by Smiley for the Tigers there. So the Bucs getting set to kick it off with 3 minutes left to go in this one. Tigers are going to have, looks like number 18, Easton Cooper, who is a freshman, back deep to return. Brock is going to kick this one away. He's making his approach. And he's actually going to pooch it to the right side here. And that'll be a fair call ball for the Tigers, and they will start at their own, looks like 36-yard line. So the Centreville Tigers bringing in some backups here to play. And some of the young guys get some experience. It looks like number 12 is going to be calling the offense here. Unfortunately, I don't have a name for number 12, but he's going to call his cadence and hand it off here to number 6, Logan Crow, who is listed as an 8th grader on this varsity team. And he's going to pick up a few yards there on a run to the right side with 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go in this one. Ball's going to be placed at the Tiger 39-yard line. Tigers in the shotgun here. He's going to take the snap and hand it to him again. And that's going to be number 6, Logan Crow on the carry, and he's going to pick up a first down. And that was a nice hard tackle by that Buccaneer defender. I believe that was a Bell on the tackle, from what I could tell. Nice job coming up and making a good tackle, but not before Logan Crow picks up the first down. And I believe that's going to be the final play of the ball game as the clock is winding down. So the Centreville Academy Tigers come in and beat the Bowling Green Buccaneers 42-14 tonight. And we thank you for tuning in and listening on WFCG 107.3 as well as the live stream on Buck Vision. I'm the wise one, Cody Wise, and we look forward to calling another game with you soon. Have a good weekend. Drive home safely. Good night, everyone.